I was not ready for that. I was not ready for that. Hey guys, it's the Black Critic Guy, and I just literally got back from seeing the 8th episode of Game of Thrones. We waited 2 weeks to see this episode, and we were going to see this epic battle between I believe his name is Martell. I don't know what his first name is, but Martell versus the Mountain in order to save Tyrion's life from being killed. You know, he asked for a trial by combat, and he picked his champion to be this guy named Martell, who's from Dorne, and he's gonna face the Mountain, who is responsible for killing his sister, raping her, and killing her children. So it's kind of like 2 birds, 1 stone for this guy. And fair warning, I'm going into deep spoilers in this video. I don't give a damn. And this is not going to be edited whatsoever. This is my pure, unadulterated thoughts of what I just witnessed. Because it left me shocked. Like when I saw it, I was so blown away. But yes, there's going to be a lot of spoilers here. So if you have not seen this episode, it literally just came out tonight. Don't watch this video. For the love of God, don't watch this video. I'm not gonna lie, when this episode was first starting off, I was very angry. I was like, where is the goddamn fight? I came to see the fight. I waited 2 weeks for this fight. Get to the fight already, because not to say that this episode's bad. A lot of things went down in this episode. A lot of crucial things happened in this episode. Hell, Gerard is no longer with Daenerys Targaryen. They just found out that he was a spy that was sending messages to Varys. That's how he knew all this stuff. And this kid gives what's his name? The guy that just recently joined them from season 3. He used to be part of the King's Guard. I forgot what his name is, but he gave him this letter, which revealed that Gerard got pardoned for doing what he was doing. And so now Daenerys knows the truth, and she's like, I'm done with you. Yeah, I don't trust you. I cannot believe you betrayed me all these years. Get the fuck out. Don't come back. And this scene was pretty heart-wrenching, I'm not gonna lie, because Gerard has always been with Daenerys. He has always been with the Khaleesi. And now they have gone their separate paths, maybe not even to come back again. I don't know. It's sad, you know? I'm curious to see where this is gonna go now. Is this the downfall of Daenerys? Because Gerard has always been kind of like her good luck charm, you know? She has never gone bad with him. Now that he's gone, things I think might be leading to ruin. Well, we'll see. And also in this episode, the head of the Unsullied Army, I don't know his name either. I'm sorry. There are a lot of characters in this show. Memorizing names is really difficult. In fact, sometimes you even forget that, oh yeah, that character's in the show. But he actually starts building this relationship with Khaleesi's translator, which was very emotional, very interesting, and I really like their dynamic. It's really good. You also get a scene with the guys on the wall. They're talking about, because episode 9, that's where the big battle's about to happen. You know, they're heading straight for them and they realize it. So I can't wait to see what episode 9 will entail. They always have these epic battles in episode 9. Anyway, so that happened, and then the next kind of sub-story that's happening as well is in the Vale. They're investigating the death of, see, the name escapes me again, but Lysa, there you go. Sansa's aunt Lysa in the last episode was thrown out of the moon hole, or something like that. I think that's what it's called, the moon hole. But she was thrown out of that by Littlefinger. Ooh, oh, don't worry. I'm gonna get his name right. But they call him Littlefinger. What is his name again? God, there's so many names. But so she was thrown out of the moon gate by Littlefinger, and they're kind of investigating right now, like, what happened? Because we know for a fact she wouldn't have just left her son. She's not gonna leave her son. And then Sansa goes through such a metamorphosis in this episode. I mean, a huge metamorphosis. Huge. In fact, by the end of the episode, she is no longer the plain, innocent, nice Sansa. She is decked out in this sexy attire, all black, and I'm like, whoa. We're gonna see a different Sansa from here on out. I mean, geez. Now, her little speech to like this small council that's investigating whether or not Littlefinger was responsible for the death, because it seems a bit suspicious, especially since he just came a few days ago and now Lady Lysa is dead now. So what happened here? And she gives this whole emotional speech about how she's been through so much and she thought she was going to be safe here, but then Lysa kept giving, verbally abusing her and saying, I'm going to do this to you, and holding her down. Then she makes up the last part of the story saying that she jumped out because the story, or Littlefinger's story, was that she committed suicide, and they're like, no. And she kind of validated that by saying she was on the edge, like, I don't want to live anymore. She jumps off. Her story, that was the only other side story that I thought was pretty interesting. I mean, that was really good. But now we get to, the other thing I guess to mention is that we do see scenes with Reek now, because he's no longer Theon Greyjoy, and he kind of tricks these guys into opening the gates and they kill everybody. And that little bastard son of Bolton is now truly a Bolton, and they're walking to Winterfell. I'm really angry about that, but we'll have to just wait and see what happens now. And then a little side note, you got the Hound and Arya, they're walking to the Vale, and she just finds out that her auntie is dead, and she just laughs. She laughs out loud. And I understand, because every time she gets close to a relative, anybody that is of her family, whenever she's of close proximity, they die. When she was almost close to her father, he died. When she was almost close to her brother and her mother, they died. She's about to go visit her auntie, she's dead. And she just keeps seeing all of these coincidences, and she's like, really? Again? Fuck, again, really? I guess I can't get a break. What can I say? And Baelish, that was his name, sorry. Lord Baelish, who I called Littlefinger because I didn't remember his name. But yeah, it's Lord Baelish. Got it. But now we get to the scene that I was actually waiting to see the whole time, and so before it starts off, we see the two brothers, the two Lannister brothers. You got Tywin and, wow, I forgot it. I forgot the Kingslayer. Oh, Jaime. They're in Tyrion's cell, and they're having a conversation about one of their cousins, which I thought was pretty interesting. And we kind of get this this connection. I just felt this scene was really well handled. And I just really feel a strong connection between Jaime and Tyrion. It's really strong. I love their relationship. And there's actually a line that Jaime says to Tyrion. Oh no, Tyrion asks Jaime like, "Oh, when's the battle happening?" He's like, "Soon." And I'm like, "Oh, that sums up this entire episode." It's like, "When's the battle happening?" "Oh, it's coming soon." "When's it coming?" "Oh, it's coming soon." So anyway, so they have that little speech about their cousin and how he used to take rocks and just smash beetles whenever he was in the field. It was kind of funny how he died. He got kicked by a mule in the chest. Yeah, that's weird. But anyway, so we get to the scene. We see Martell getting ready, drinking wine and making out with that hot-ass babe of his. And he's not even wearing any type of protection or nothing. It's all loose stuff, not even a helmet. And he's about to face the mountain. The mountain is goddamn huge. This guy is beastly. And so the fight begins at the drop of a dime. It's not even ready, set, go. It's just he just swings in, he starts attacking him. And Martell, he's all cocky, and he's like, haha, I got this. You're not gonna get me on this one, man. And he has this cool staff with a with this, or it's a spear actually. He has this cool spear, and he's just like twirling around, making a spectacle out of himself, kind of like pleasing the people watching. And he's talking to the mountain too. He's like, by the end of this battle, before you die, you will admit that you killed my sister, you raped her, and you killed her children, and you're gonna tell me who did it. So throughout the entire battle, they're going back and forth in this. And it looks like he has the upper hand. I mean, he's just slicing him, he's dicing him, he's like has him on the ropes. And finally, he just stabs him. The mountain falls down. And he's like, "Oh, you're dying. No. You can't die yet." He pulls the spear out. In the most boneheaded move he could ever do, he starts walking around him. He's like, confess. You killed my sister. You raped her. You killed her children. Tell me who did it." He starts pointing to the Lannisters who are sitting in a row of chairs in front of the stadium. And he's like, "Tell me who sent you. Who gave you the order to kill them?" And then it happened. Standing right next to the mountain. This is why, guys, life lesson right here. Never underestimate your enemy. No matter if he is down on the ground, if he is still breathing, never underestimate what they will do to win. Because the next 10 seconds. So what happens is, Martell is standing right next to the mountain, and he thinks he's in the clear. The mountain grabs his foot, drops him to the ground, drops him to the ground, picks him up, punches him, knocks all of his teeth out, gets on top of Martell, and he's choking him, and then he gouges his eyes out. He's like, "Yes, I killed your sister. I raped her, and I killed her children, and I bashed her fucking head in like this." And through this whole thing, Martell is screaming for his life, and it's just blood gushing out of his eye hole. And he's like, "And I bashed her fucking head in like this." Big splat, and that girlfriend that he was kissing earlier is like, "Ah!" like that. And Tyrion's face was, and the minute that his head hit the pavement, I went, oh. I was blown away by that. That is without a doubt the most gruesome death I've ever seen. I can't even think of another death that was as gruesome as the death of Martell by the hands of the mountain, as he freaking screamed for his life and had his eyes gouged out. I'll never forget that scene. It will haunt me as I sleep tonight. It'll haunt me for years to come. And if I thought Ned Stark got injustice, Martell definitely got it up the ass. Not only was he killed by the man that killed and raped his sister, killed her children, but now he'll never know who gave the order. He'll never get his revenge. But you know what? That is commonplace here in Game of Thrones. When you want justice for a character, too bad. They're dead now. It happened to Robb. It happened to Martell. And I just hope it does not happen to Arya. She deserves every bit of her revenge. If she dies, I'm done. I'm literally done. I can't do it anymore. The amount of death and caring, I can't. And I really liked Martell. The minute that I saw this guy, I thought he was so cool. And then he got that. Oh yeah, and it ends with Tywin getting up. He's like, blah blah blah. I sentenced you to death to Tyrion. And it's just, we're gonna see how this ends. But I needed to talk to somebody about this. Anybody. Even if I just sat in front of a video camera and just spewed it out. I needed to get this out of my chest. Because guys, that scene, I wasn't ready for it. I was literally angry that I would have to wait another week to see this epic battle. And in all honesty, I would have gladly waited another week as long as I could prepare for what was to come. I mean, I wasn't ready, guys. I wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. I wasn't. And yeah, that's my thoughts of episode 8 of Game of Thrones. And I would like to know, what did you guys think of this episode? Did you really like it? Did you really hate it? Were you as blown away by that scene as I was? Comment below and let me know. Oh my god. And stay tuned. I'm doing a video for Maleficent. It's going to be a spoiler video. Stay tuned for that. There's still time to vote. If you have not voted for what anime you would like for me to review, just go click the link in the description to my Facebook fan page. Leave a comment saying which anime from the list that I gave that you would like me to watch. And also, if you have any requests, you can put requests in this other post that I just made. And yeah. But until then, guys, I mean, I can't talk anymore. I don't want to talk anymore. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to my channel. Welcome to the Black Critic Guy. Like this video if you really enjoyed it. And I'm talking about it in a second. Blown away by just what I saw. The Black Critic Guy. Till then, peace, YouTube.